This is Red Strike from Vuca Games. It's a game about the 1989 hypothetical war between the Warsaw Pact and NATO. Now, I'm not really going to be in much of a condition to play this game at the moment because I can't really read the counters very well, so I'll just be watching training videos and stuff like that. But I thought I'd do a quick video about some of the scenarios in this game because some people have asked about them. There's apart from the 4 campaign games, there's 10 scenarios which are exercises, and I believe 4 battle, no, there's more than that, 5 or 6 battle scenarios. Now, one thing you'll notice, it's not immediately obvious straight out of the box because the main maps are only printed one-sided. When you take this stuff out of the box, you may think that you haven't got all the maps, but these maps here, the little ones, the scenarios, are double printed. Okay, so this is the B4 battle scenario, and as you can see, it's got its tracks, which are these track charts over here, and the air bases on the actual sheet. Now, I have seen a video about where he was looking at folder, and he said that not all the air units will fit on these boxes, and sometimes you need the actual map things, these airbase boards here as well, and it doesn't tell you that. As I've said before, I've only done the campaign setup, so I can't comment on that. I didn't find any problems in that particular direction. Another thing that's to remember is these maps, the way these are considered, these are exercise maps. Now, you'd think, oh, I've got exercise 5 here, or there'll be an E6 map. Well, there isn't. This really confused me when I first got it open and I was checking to see if I got the full contents of the game, you know, because I've had a few bad experiences with looking at, well, not getting everything that's in the box over the last few years. And you'll see that, yeah, there's an E6, which is which called the North Sea, and then you think, oh, 7 Red October, there'll be an E7. No, that's on the strat map. So there is no E7 map. That one is played out on here. So you'll find that you've got all your maps, but it certainly confused me for about half an hour when I was checking the contents of the box. Yeah, again, very disappointing. This, or lots of the maps are damaged. Well, what I call damaged because of the way they've been packed into the boxes. Now, some people probably say you could iron this, but not on a double-sided map. I would hate to think what would happen if you tried to iron this. Might be possible to correct the issue on the single-sided map by ironing, something I haven't attempted. Certainly putting heavy weights on it doesn't do anything. Another interesting thing about these scenarios, they take you through from the very beginnings, you know, teaching you small elements of the actual game as you're going along, so that's really good. But don't think that these exercise scenarios like 1, 2, 3 or whatever are by any means a full scenario as you would expect in some other games. They're very much teaching exercises. The battle ones are definite full scale scenarios, just without virtually everything included on a sort of smaller scale. it does very helpfully tell you the size of the scenarios and everything. I can't actually see it, but it does list how many, it does list how many counters there are and length and stuff like that, and what maps you're supposed to use. So you get a good idea with these scenario size bits here what you're dealing with in terms of units. So even something like B4 folder, which is played on a single map, a single full size map, is actually quite a beefy scenario in terms of the amount of units in play. Another thing in the rules book, I mentioned there were a whole series of training videos on Mo's game table. I think it was 40 videos covering this, but they are very small videos. Don't assume 40 videos, I can't be doing that. They're in small chunks. But one thing in the back of the actual book, it goes through some of the scenarios and gives you playthroughs. So there's quite a few pages of playthroughs. Rules examples where it actually picks a particular scenario and takes you through it. So these are quite detailed. Shame I can't read them. But yeah, I think that's pretty much all I've said. Because some people have asked me what the other scenarios are like. But I do get that this is my personal opinion. I think this was designed to be played as a campaign game. I think that's certainly the area where you're going to be playing everything. And it is an expensive game. I ordered mine from Germany, which is where Vuca simulations are based. But I also got caught by UK VAT when it got imported, so it's made an expensive game. It's a big game. It's a big box. Just move over here. You can see that's quite a deep box, and it's absolutely packed with content. Okay, that will do it for the moment. As I say, well, eventually when I can get around to it, I hope to be able to play them.